Jeff Herman was the winner of his local gardening contest for 6 years in a row. Compared to others, his tomatoes were bigger, juicier, and more tasteful. His pumpkins were the biggest and most perfectly shaped anyone had ever seen. The peppers he grew were spicy and used by almost every local mother and grandmother for a variety of food menu items like salsas and soups. His gardening techniques were unique, but when asked about them, he would change the subject. He loved his privacy and had no intention of giving away his secret to success. His backyard, where he kept his enormous garden, was surrounded by a 10-foot fence so no one could poke their head over and see what was going on. Even with all of this privacy, each year Jeff made the decision to take baskets and boxes full of vegetables to local farmers' markets, entering himself into the contests that they held. Within the first 2 days, each time he would sell out of everything. The town of Graybury, where Jeff lived and sold his vegetables, had a population of 1,500 people. The police force was small, consisting of around 5 uniformed police officers. If something serious were to happen, the town of Graybury would pull police officers from other surrounding towns to help. Most people in the town of Graybury knew one another, calling each other by name, waving and taking wrong address packages directly to the right address. As private as Jeff was, he was no different. When he was out, he would wave. He would call people by name, smile, shake hands when necessary. He was popular. His vegetables were popular. The townspeople and those coming from hundreds of miles away couldn't get enough of Jeff and his vegetables. One day a group of teenagers disappeared. Miss Lioness, I saw them right over there. Miss Lioness told the newspaper, pointing to the old playground that teenagers always hung out at, smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol. The police investigated the disappearances, but came up with no leads. 3 weeks went by, the missing teenagers' faces posted on every street corner, in every grocery store, in every gas station. The 4th week of their disappearances, the town drunk disappeared. Police chief. There was nothing left of him but an empty tequila bottle. The police chief said in an interview with a news reporter. The police immediately began investigating, but once again, there were no solid leads. The following weeks, people began to speculate that a serial killer was at large, snatching people off the streets. Every house had a new deadlock, a new gun, a new alarm system, and new floodlights. No one felt safe. But even with the chaos that ensued from the disappearances, Jeff Herman continued to sell out of his vegetables, and everyone slowly moved on. An out-of-town newspaper even interviewed Jeff about his gardening success the summer after the disappearances. Jeff Herman, it's all in the fertilizer.